as it stands, despite the situation, we are actually growing now, which is good. And inflation is now minus 21%. This is pretty good, actually. Like, we have no negative growth right now. In fact, I dare say it's actually increasing. I don't know. Last time I checked, it was, what, 3,820? Yeah, it's growing. It's grown by 6 billion right now. In last couple of weeks or whatever. So, it's looking good, I suppose. With inflation at that rate, we might be okay. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like I'm able to expand that very much. Alright. I really want to, you know, start nationalizing the fuel sector because this thing is stupendously profitable. But at 345 billion, there's no way I can justify it. It's far too expensive. Like, I would need to raise taxes significantly.
I was signed.
Good, go for it. I mean, I can reclaim 100 billion. Maybe it's worth it. I think I'm going to try it. No, I shouldn't try it while I have debt. That'd be the stupid thing to do. If I have any debt at all, it's only going to drag me down even worse. Salary increase. Irrevocable resignation. Good for you. Alright, that's fine. I mean... Okay. A point. Wait for July 1st. I think that's the the key. July 1st. From there, I can then use that to... I don't know what to do. Fuck. I'm not trained for this. I'm not trained for this. I could just create another economic bubble, but that only puts us off for a few years. I mean, ultimately, the situation we're in isn't too bad. Because this is the bursting of the economic bubble, which seems really, really bad. It seems like it should be terrible. But here's the thing to remember. Right now, oil and fuel make up 35. And even if we say natural gas makes another 2%. Less than 40%. Okay. Less than 40% of the GDP is equal to that. So we're looking at... We've gained over the last 7 years a 50% GDP increase after the bubble burst, not counting the oil. Although realistically that's probably just from conquering people, so ultimately no change. Back down to where we were. I didn't have the balls to go through with it. Yeah. I'm just going to reclaim this subsidy. Yeah. Aborted as usual. You never bring me anything good. Yeah, this is a pretty bad recession, not gonna lie. Yeah. Come July 1st. We'll probably do that, because we'll get rid of most of our debt then, hopefully. Because right now I have a massive cash surplus. Maybe since the thing is over now, the economic spiral's over now, it would be a wise time to drop the interest rate and drop taxes. Alright. Maybe. I'd like to nationalize a few more things if I could. Oof, 37 billion. Oh my god, this is so cheap. And it's continuing to collapse. Good. I can make this worthwhile for me as the state. I can. Oh. Manpower 0. Yeah, that's a problem, huh? $146 billion cash surplus. Good. Okay. Yeah, everyone's just packing up and fleeing the country at this point, I think. Well, in terms of companies. We still actually have positive immigration. Alright. All activities still bring us in a fairly decent net profits. Okay. Industry. I want to see all my industry. All activities. Profits 123. Alright. Alright. Most of the profits from the fucking water supply network. Yeah. Alright. I need to, without delay, do something about this building housing roadway construction. It's collapsing. Of course, scratch that. It's completely collapsed at this point. This used to be like one of our biggest industries, 8% of our GDP. Now it's nothing. Now it's just gone. Wow. Like, look at that collapse. It's... Oh, well. Nothing you can do. Well, I don't know. Alright, growth rate, minus 14%. We're seeing GDP increase. GDP's increasing. Inflation is still pretty much staying down there, which is actually pretty good. The idea now is that I'm going to play the long game. Because you know what? That's the only way we're going to make progress. Fast and furious growth is not the way to the future. Sometimes you can get blinded by it. Like, what am I importing? You see, I really wish instead of, like, showing me this chart here... Also, Mozambique imports way too much fucking shit. Rather than showing me this chart here of who imports what, how much, I'd like to see what I was importing. Like I said, without... I'm missing so much data. And the data that I do have is really scattered around. Alright, so how's cereals doing? Still subsidizing them, so hopefully they didn't collapse. Alright. Pretty sizable product. Profits only 10 billion. Colza. Yeah, I really should look into this stuff. Because we don't produce all that much of it, but apparently it's used to make oil. Which is interesting. Sort by imports. With Sweden consuming the majority of it, and the United States second. I'm going to assume control of this. With my authority as the state. A few words of encouragement are always good. Alright. 18.85%. Good. I'm hoping that I can maybe secure a decent contract for colza. Start there. At this point, you're going to see me, I think, change my tune. Beforehand, I was being extremely capitalistic. And as it turns out, that got me exactly where you expect it. Into a horrifying economic crash. 33 billion. The problem is 33 billion is 1% on the VAT. The VAT is pretty much everything we need right now. Let's start by implementing a company tax. Wrong button. Good. So, colza. Now you're under control of the state. The average salary is pretty poor. Manpower in thousands, 69, okay. I want to see growth, and a lot of it. Go. In addition, give them decent wages. Go. I want to see more profits there. 222. Not ideal. So poverty worsening, and congratulations. Go away. Apparently, I need to look towards Sweden right now, as they are the primary importer of colza. At this point, I'm not necessarily going for industrialization, but we'll see. Because look at that purchase price. 6,955. Alright, 6,955. Economy. And if I were to sell colza to the US, what would I get? 7,816. Oh man, yeah, that's a pretty big boon. I think they're related to energy. I've got some serious considerations for dismantling. Well, we have no manpower either. The entire economy has just collapsed. Just dismantling everything that isn't nuclear. Company taxes swing to the right. Yeah, I know. You don't like company taxes. The party hates them. $48 billion. Stock prices are tumbling. We can turn that into something good eventually. Right now, as far as I know, colza can be used in the production of biofuels, I guess. Which, you know, is strange to me. Of course, we can't build anything. Not with manpower the way it is, but oh well. We'll rebuild the manpower. We can do it. Can I use the army as labor? Almost up 2 million on that anyway. Unemployment still below where it was before, so we've gained something at least. We've gained something. Again, there's no dice with that. Okay. Actually losing out on profits. I'm going to talk to the US right now, one last time, on colza. I'm not going to do anything about it. I'm just going to check the amount I'm producing right now. 158,580. And I'm going to see what my nationalization does. I'm going to give it like a few months. See if we can get an improvement. That's the reality of the situation. I don't know. Inflation's still pretty steady there. Finance. We're seeing growth a little bit here and there. It's not much growth, but it is growth. How's debt right now? Under progress. Pretty good, I'd say. Alright. It's good enough that I'm willing to take the plunge, proverbially. In order to improve my income from industries, I'm going to have to start becoming minority shareholders in a lot of them. In particular, fuel. It's a good place to start. 346. Yeah, 1.154. Unfortunately, that is just straight debt, which apparently I don't have anymore, which is a load of bullcrap. Then again, probably, who knows, and a sporting defeat. Lovely. Attention to illiteracy. Well, I am putting a lot into illiteracy here. Literacy rate is dropping. I am making people literate. The problem I have right now is my primary school attendance rate. I haven't yet to figure out how to fix that. Yeah, double vision. I know. The major industries are like that, but here's the thing I figured out over time. It's worth it. As long as we're paying pretty low interest rates. Here's the thing. Let's go have a look at taxation. Revenue. 430, not bad. So that means we're getting, what, 50,000, 40,000 from that? Okay. And in addition, I'm going to get in with the cereals. 191 billion. That's actually shrunk down significantly. Their profits are now only 58 billion, but it's something. We'll watch this for the day that the thing goes through and see how much it's going to make us. Like I said, I'm at this point using all this money I'm gathering for the purposes of actually like investing in industry and getting state shareholdership, which will help, as far as I'm concerned at least. Should. Alright. Let's pause real quick here. First off, when is that going through? On the 16th. Good. Okay, so tomorrow. And second off, how much expense am I going to be paying for the rest here? 808. Okay. That's a lot of money to take out is the problem. We'll have to pay down what we have right now. Growth rate improving significantly. That's what I like to see. GDP's increase. It's already increased another 100 billion. It's probably, unfortunately, mostly in farming. But to be fair, farming also took the largest hits, so you know, it's not surprising. Alright. So just gonna earn us 435. I'm hoping for at least like 10 grand. So do I till tomorrow or whatever? Or do I just have to reopen the window or whatever? I don't know. I have no idea how any of this works. 426. Oh dear. Alright. Satisfactory result. Cereal sector double vision, yeah. Now let's say I wanted to nationalize the rest of this. 445 billion. It's a lot of billions. I don't think that's a good idea right now with the current state of debt. We are now, what, 600 billion in debt? That's pretty bad. I'd much prefer to get that under control before racking up, say, I don't know, 1.6 trillion in debt. It's good to start with, though. It's a good start. I think we are on the road to recovery.
The decree.
I've been recording for over an hour right now. I'm going to split this into 3 episodes. Call it the bubble burst or something. Make it a special. Oh boy. A hell of a day. But we're on the road to recovery finally. Things are improving. Like, GDP is increasing. And hilariously, inflation's remaining very stagnant at that amount. Which is great for us. As, you know, our exchange rates are improving, which improves consumer spending power. And it will allow me to do things better later. The problem I had before was I couldn't control inflation with the amount of growth I got from all the fucking contracts everywhere. And India now hates me. That's concerning. What do I do to them? Seems like my relations with the world have tanked a bit. Not sure what's up. Probably Canada exposing my spying, isn't it? Or something. I haven't been paying attention to the news. Impossible to say. Maldives, yeah. Oh, how I would love to. Invade Yemen, perhaps. Perhaps someday. We're getting there, at least. The road to recovery. It's a long, hard one. We're doing it the socialist way this time, rather than trying to keep taxes low. We're going to keep taxes high. Speaking of which, I never did actually implement the company tax, did I? Good place to start. So, I'm going to go to October 1st to see the end of this quarter, and that'll help. If we drive companies back and start actually purchasing and nationalizing a little bit, we stand to gain a lot. Right now, the oil industry is pretty good for us, at least, though. 179 billion cash surplus, not bad. Go for it. So, debt-wise, actually, that's pretty good. 280 billion in debt? Hell. I think it's about time we execute Operation Buy Out the Fuel Industry. Like I said, nationalization. It's working out pretty well for us. Structural materials are now up there. Apparently, we're producing a hell of a lot of them. Or something. Like, they have absolutely no profit to them. But they provide so much. Like, so much of our fucking GDP, it's ridiculous. We're exporting them up the wazoo. No, it wasn't that. I mean, this is like our main sector growth or something. Oh, jeez. Which is why I really want, like, automobile construction to be successful. Which is why I should probably nationalize this. For 4 billion? Yeah. Nationalize and forcibly expand automobile construction. But first, I'm going to check something. To end today's episode, we're going to check the colza. So, I've ordered an expansion of the colza industry. I have 158,55580 here. Of course, I don't even remember what the hell that number was. Looking at any of this could have been... I don't know. Oh, right, that was the total tonnage, wasn't it? Right, so I have to go over here to figure out what it's become. National production has gone up about 9,000. Alright, actually for 6 months, yeah, it's not too bad. That's alright expansion. That's alright expansion. Good. So we're getting there. The nationalization of various industries and tying the state and the economy together will actually allow me to lower taxes.